Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to a new video. Now with this weekend coming up in 15 hours, we've got this sudden death challenge. Now I've been doing a lot of testing. If you guys don't know, you could go ahead and test it yourself. Here it is, that sudden death battle for the friendly challenge. You can go ahead and try it out for yourselves. So what it is the second you start, you've got 59 seconds to win the battle. The first person to get a tower wins. So it's basically like it's an overtime. You're basically in overtime, and whoever gets the first tower wins. So you don't want to lose your tower, and you want to be pushing a lot. So I'm going to be showing you guys two decks in this. One requires a lot of legendaries. The second requires no legendaries at all, and it's pretty much like killer. So if you guys want to know that deck, you could skip a little bit further if you don't have any legendaries. I'm going to be doing that towards the end of the video, but we're going to be talking about the one with the most legendaries in it right now, which is this deck right here. Originally I had the pump in for the Night Witch, but as you are in double elixir, there's no point in having a pump. You'll just waste some elixir and some time since you've only got 59 seconds in order to win. Now this deck, it kills in double elixir because you could drop so much stuff over and over. You could cycle pretty quickly for the cost of this deck. You could cycle fairly quickly, and you can overwhelm them since these troops are so heavy. I've faced Inferno Dragons, anything you think of, golems. These troops are so heavy they smoke through stuff, and then they quickly are able to get into the other side and actually like counter push. So these troops are so good for counter pushing, or cards should I say, so good for counter pushing, and you can get like some pretty good value out of your cards. So I'm going to show you guys a bunch of replays here. We'll go to where we started this. Where did we start this? Sorry, some of this is from our tournament last night. Here it is. Here's the first one that we had. This is when I had the elixir pump in the deck. Now, the elixir pump, as I said, was way too expensive for this. Oh, I guess it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So you get 2 minutes and 50 seconds to get the first tower. You kind of want to be a little bit offensive in this situation. You want to drop your P.E.K.K.A pretty early if you have it in your starting hand and kind of go like push crazy. So the zap is definitely very useful for like skeleton armies. And then you've got the Mega Knight. Once you get the Mega Knight P.E.K.K.A push going on defense, he just wasted pretty much all of his elixir. He's got really nothing to counter at this point. And we just keep spamming in troops until we get the win. So here we go. It'll be probably the end right here. So 3, 2, 1, and 96 damage left on that tower. Now I know this will be a win because I could cycle to my zap twice and I'll have the win. But I kind of wanted to go in with a counter push, so I dropped my Mega Knight and counter pushed here. There's nothing he could do about it. He's still trying to play defense and stop it, but at this point there's nothing he could do. I was pretty well placed fireball, but it didn't get my minions and didn't kill my Mega Knight. So that's gonna be a first win. This will definitely get you to 12 wins, this deck, I tell you. But if you don't have the Mega Knight or legendaries, make sure you check out the next deck that I'll be talking about. It wrecked my deck. The deck that I'm running now, it wrecked it. But yeah, that's pretty much the basis of it. You just want to be able to counter defense, play on your side at first. Then once you get all their like cards are dead, you want to send in your counters or your cards and go offensively since they just spent all their elixir. I used my E-Wiz in a kind of weird way here. I dropped it in the middle and then zapped it just to get rid of all that stuff. But I knew I was going to be able to counter push since he had no elixir. Do you see that elixir gain I had? I had 7 elixir while he had 1. And right now he's sitting at 3 elixir while I've just dropped a whole bunch of troops. That's kind of game over for him. So we've got that elixir lead since we were able to counter push him so well. And that's going to give us the win right here once again. So there's the win. Again, this deck is pretty much unstoppable. Depending on what decks you face, there are some weaknesses to it, like the Inferno Tower. We did lose this one. I'm going to come back to that in a minute after we finish some of these other replays. We'll talk about the deck that you could win with no legendaries whatsoever. I know the person that's using it, Calum, he puts in some work. So Dawson was trying out different decks he had. I think this one he used all legendaries, don't know why. But if you are able to use my cards, they're definitely good. So it caught me by surprise, that graveyard, but luckily I had my Ewiz, but I was kind of scared because that Inferno Dragon he had coming in. I honestly thought I was going to be losing on this push right here, but my troops were able to do what they needed to do. I got my minions in to take out that Inferno Dragon. I knew I wasn't going to be able to counter push here, so I saved my elixir a little bit so I could, right here. I could have dropped my P.E.K.K.A. there, but the smarter move was to drop the Bandit and then the Mega Knight, so you get that entering in the arena, like, splash damage. You could take out that Ewiz and that Night Witch with that Mega Knight coming in. I could have dropped the P.E.K.K.A., but I cycled to the Mega Knight because I thought that'd be a much better option. So here we go. Here comes the Mega Knight. And once again, we've got an awesome counter coming. Had to drop the P.E.K.K.A., I don't think we would have had this well of a counter attack. And then he's got Sparky, which we were able to take out pretty quickly. I believe it took us a couple little defensive pushes to get the win here. So yeah, here comes the Inferno Dragon again. The Inferno Dragon's pretty dirty against this deck, as well as the Inferno Tower. The Inferno Tower is probably the biggest weakness if they place it somewhere in the middle tile of their two defensive towers. So same idea over and over. We're going to drop that Mega Knight. We took a lot of damage there. That's when I started to get scared. We took a lot of damage from that graveyard. But still, at the same time, I wasn't too worried since I knew that this deck comes through all the time. I had to somehow cycle to my Ewiz very fast to stop that Inferno Dragon. And then I cycled quickly around my cards in order to get this Bandit up and hopefully get a dash on this tower. And I believe she did after she takes out this Night Witch. No, she does die. This was one of the longer ones, I guess. But 60 seconds left. Still in double elixir. We're going to slow push with the P.E.K.K.A. Oh, here comes the Lava Hound. I remember this. Once I saw that Lava Hound, I knew whatever cards he was going to put behind were not going to be fast enough to reach my tower with everything that I was going to put down. I dropped my Ewiz. Now I was just spamming my troops down, trying to get that Bandit down, and then this push at this point was unstoppable, since the only thing he had to counter this push was that Inferno Dragon, but my Ewiz was already locked onto him. I guess I got kind of lucky in the way that my cards were cycling, but at the same time, that was still a decent win. Here we go, another one. So, same idea. You guys know how it is. I play this deck pretty often. I probably won't show you the next replay. It was a win. I'll speed through this replay since it's pretty much the same thing. Except he tried to go around the other side and distract me, which almost worked, but since we're in double elixir, had this challenge not been in double elixir, this deck would not be that useful because it's simply expensive. But in this double elixir, we're able to kind of take chances on those offensive pushes, and if we do mess up, you kind of have enough elixir through that double elixir to make up for it. So here we go again. I believe this was a fairly quick one as well. Same thing, that P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight push with that Ewiz in behind, and then that Bandit is deadly. There's no stopping it once they get to that tower. So there we go, another 1 crown. There's going to be no 3 crowns in this challenge, because you guys know I'm the 3-crown god. So here we go. Let's check out this loss here. So what he's running are goblins, spear goblins, a mirror, Zap, Dark Prince, Inferno Tower, Minion Horde, and then the P.E.K.K.A. That Dark Prince mirror is dirty if you use it right. So check this out. He plays that Inferno the whole time on defense, of course, to stop my pushes, my counter pushes. I'm able to counter his cards for the first good, like, 45 seconds, but every time I went on a counter push, he just dropped that Inferno Tower and it'd just take out everything I had, and he was able to get the elixir advantage. Right there, I went a little bit too offensively. I probably could have done way, but not probably. I could have done way better than that on a defensive aspect. I shouldn't have dropped that Mega Knight because you saw that he just got smoked, and then that Minion Horde smoked him. But this deck has no legendaries, and it's pretty dirty. I used my Ice Spirit to try and slow them down and then get that Ewiz in there as fast as possible. Cycle through those minions to get that Ewiz in. But at that point, he's got the P.E.K.K.A. I made a bad move dropping my P.E.K.K.A. I should have waited till it got on my side so we don't have to deal with that Inferno Tower. We probably could have had a pretty nice counter push had we waited on our P.E.K.K.A. now that I see this. But still, he did play this pretty well. The way he was placing his cards was kind of overwhelming for me. I dropped my Mega Knight on this side, and see that Dark Prince? He's going to go ahead and mirror it. Maybe that's the next push. So here comes the P.E.K.K.A. I know at one point he puts a Dark Prince on one lane, backs it up, then mirrors the Dark Prince on the other lane. And at that point I can't stop it because I've spent too much elixir trying to stop his other push on the other side, which was really smart by him. And there's nothing you can do about it in this challenge because one tower and you're done. It's not like you could make it back. I probably could have 3-crowned him had it been a regular deck. So here it is. Those double Dark Princes. I didn't have enough elixir on that one side, so he got a lot of damage to begin with. And then here comes that Inferno Tower. I thought maybe I would win it here until that Minion Horde was dropped. Once that Minion Horde took out my Ewiz, that was kind of game over for my entire push. My P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight were done, and then his Minion Horde reached my tower. So this is how you want to play this deck. You want to play it kind of defensively and then go on that offensive Hail Mary with those Dark Princes. And then he played his P.E.K.K.A. on defense pretty much the whole time until just now. That was the first time he played it offensively. But yeah, he cycled quickly to his Inferno Tower, and that counters my counter. That counters my counter once again. So he's going to end up getting this tower on the right, I believe. He's going to eventually drop. There it goes. The mirrored Dark Prince is going to be what kills me right here. I tried to stop it with my Mega Knight, but I was just way too late, and boom, there's the loss. So that's going to wrap it up. Let me know down below, guys, if you end up winning. Let me know if these decks are helpful for you guys. I love making these videos on these challenges. I'm super excited. That's a lot of gold. If you win, it is 30, 15. It's about 75,000 gold, I believe, in total. And then you get that top prize of 11,000. So it's pretty awesome. Let me know how you guys do in this challenge. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily Clash Clans and Clash Royale content. And check out tomorrow's video for an awesome giveaway coming up. And I'll see you guys in the next video.